Yo, what's good, family?
Same shit, different toilet, you know. Glad Christmas is over. New Year's is here. Happy New Year's. The number one holiday is about to be here. It's been 37 years on God's green earth.
When's that? When's that holiday? When is that holiday?
January 12th.
January 12th. You'll be how old?
37.
47?
37.
37. You feeling 37?
My body do, my mind doesn't.
How are you feeling mentally?
Like 20.
What,
Rock star age.
what got you? What got you feeling? What got you feeling that age?
Just life. You know, going through so many trials and tribulations that, you know, you just want to go back to that carefree, fun time and look at everyday life as my life.
When did life start? I guess stop being fun.
Let's say 27, 28. I want to introduce myself to the outside world, the world of being social. That shit right there, shit like that. We just came to the realization of like life being life and life terms. You know what I mean? Where you actually gotta accept being an adult, pay some fucking bills, you know, be responsible, and actually, you know, do something with yourself. That's when I realized that I actually had a career, a job, something, you know, being somebody, doing something. You know, that's when life got serious. You know, going through one crazy relationship after another, going through family issues, and, you know, job getting on your nerves, started to set in 27, and I introduced myself to the wonderful world of Baltimore City. You know what I mean? That's when I came outside. That's when I started hanging out, really, like with people that wasn't in my bracket, I guess, more or less, or wasn't not necessarily bracket. But people I didn't usually hang with, you know what I mean? Different crowd, you know what I'm saying? Seeing life for what it's worth, you know what I'm saying? Seeing what it is to be out here and really knowing that people aren't people anymore, you know what I mean? They're not genuine anymore, they're not, the realness left, the morals, the principles, you know what I mean? The respect, you know? You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, it was, if you give it, you'll get it back. At this point in time, it's like you gotta earn it just as much as they gotta earn it too. You gotta actually put in some work. Whereas though back in the day, you know what I mean? As long as you were respectful, people respected you. People gave a fuck. You know what I mean? They cared. They helped. You could really walk the streets and ask a person for $1 and they would give it to you. Like ask for some change and they would give it to you. Nowadays, I mean, to come up with $3, shit, you might be outside 5 hours. 5 hours just to get $3. You don't help anymore. And I mean, understanding at one point there was a recession, people just didn't have it. It was one, you know, one state of mind, one place. But you know what I mean? Nowadays it's just shit rough, shit real. You don't help people anymore. And if you see somebody broken down, you don't stop. What happened to those days, man? Well, you need help with your tire. You know what I mean? At one point in time, you'd only see males out there changing the tire. Now you see females changing the tire and man sitting in the car. Come on, men got out, pumped their girl gas. Half you dudes can't even pump the gas. He's still sitting in the car. But you'll be wrong if you go ask her, hey, do you want me to pump your gas and be that gentleman from back in the day? Life is different. Everything's just different. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? People aren't the same anymore. You can't get the respect that's given or that's deserved anymore, right? It's just wild.
What you think is the cause of that?
Huh?
What do you think is the cause of that? What do you think got people?
If we're gonna be real, let's look at it like this: it's kids raising kids. You know what I mean? When you actually half hour, it's kids raising kids. You know what I mean? Kids having kids. You know what I'm saying? That ass what we used to get back in the day. Half these kids don't know what a belt look like because they don't even wear it. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Back in the day, the neighbors could discipline them. You know what I mean? Another parent could tell your child, don't run in the street and there not be a fight. Don't talk to my child like that. Come on. What do you mean? What happened to the responsibility of us looking out after each other? Look out for my kids. It's not there no more. So, kids raising kids turns into a point where as though, what did they say? What did the meme say? If you raise your kids, you don't have to raise your grandkids. But if you don't raise your your kids, you'll be raising your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like that's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everybody living in this fear. You know what I mean? Fear of not having control because they wasn't taught to control themselves. So how can they teach a child how to control themselves? You know what I'm saying? How can they teach them what right from wrong is when you wasn't taught what right from wrong is? You know what I'm saying? It takes a village to raise a child. What happened to that? You know what I mean? Now, you know what I'm saying? How dare you talk to my child like that? How dare you help my child with their homework? How dare you help my child learn right from wrong? You're disrespecting me. Disrespecting you. Back in the day, that was an honor. That was a privilege. That was what you looked for. You know what I mean? That's what you wanted. You wanted that help. Nowadays, it's disrespectful to help somebody if they don't ask. You know what I'm saying? And then we too prideful to ask.
What was your childhood like? How did you grow up?
I knew what a belt looked like. Hot Wheels racing track. You know, he didn't even get the shoe. You know, the flip flop. You took an ass whooping. You learned that, you know, right was right, wrong was wrong. You learn how to get up and go in the kitchen and make yourself something to eat. And these kids don't even know how to use the microwave. Come on. You know, we went outside and played. You know what I mean? You see the kids, you barely see playgrounds anymore. Come on, let's be realistic. And if you do, what's going on in the playground ain't what used to go on in the playground. Be real about that. You know what I'm saying? Kids don't even go to the playground anymore. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what a phone was or how to use a phone. And when I was of age and had a phone, yeah, I played with it, but that wasn't what I did. I went outside and really played. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no game on the phone. You know
Where you from originally? Where you from originally?
Originally DC.
DC? How long you been out here?
A long enough to be from here. I came when I was nine.
So you practically grew up out here, would you
Yeah.
say?
Baltimore County, Howard County. I was familiar with the county lifestyle. And then 27 came Baltimore City.
So
That's when I learned what the city
I know
was.
you mentioned a whole bunch of things a minute ago, like a laundry list of things, but what ideally at 27 led you to want to get introduced to this lifestyle?
I was naive to it. I didn't know what it was. Just the interest in figuring out what it was. You know what I'm saying? Just to know there was a whole nother world. You know what I mean? Just deprived from this world. You sheltered from this type of living environment. You sheltered from. Well, I was sheltered, not you per se, but I was sheltered from it. You know what I'm saying? I learned there was manners. There's excuse me. Just please, just thank you. Hold the door for a lady. You know what I mean? Nowadays, you be lucky if somebody hold the door for you or even say thank you or please. You know what I mean? It's those words don't exist. Like, when you find some people who still have that vocabulary, it's like they look at you like you're crazy. They're shocked and amazed. She said thank you. She said please. Wasn't you taught that? You know what I mean? But kids raising kids, they're not gonna say please and thank you because that wasn't what you taught.
So from 27 to 37, right? About to be your birthday. Have you seen enough of this?
Lifestyle is a lot different, and the morals and principles are a lot different. You know what I mean? It's time to try and bring it back, really, one person at a time.
Are you scared of this life?
Part of me, yeah, because the way it looks like there's not really left but death. On the same token, I mean, as long as I have faith in God, it's where to go. I mean, it's left. It's left from here. Live it like it's my last. Enjoy it like it's my last. Give what I got back to move on. Because, I mean, you live and consume all this energy, you consume all this knowledge, consume all of this, and you don't give it to no one, then what was your purpose? What is the purpose of living? You know what I'm saying? What is there to say about the person who went through all of this and never gave back any of it? Say that's the part of life. Take on what you learn and you share. You know what I'm saying? You gotta share. Sharing is caring. Knowledge is key. What do you do without it? You know what I mean? And until we start giving back, we don't receive.
How much longer do you see yourself on this side of the playing field?
It's a good question. I don't know. I'd rather say short-lived. But, only God knows. Only God knows. It's the only thing I can do. Is try my damnedest to make life better, to make my life better, and hope that somebody else sees it and learn from my mistakes and do better with theirs.
What has been your biggest mistake?
Man, I can say consequences of using drugs, hanging out with the wrong people, um, not taking the knowledge and information that was given to me to better myself, but use it to destroy.
That's deep.
What else? What else? I mean, what else is there to it? You know, you get this stuff, and like I said, if you don't give it back and do something productive with it, what are you gonna do with it?
Since you've been living this lifestyle, have you ever introduced anyone to this lifestyle?
I've been introduced to a lot of it, but I couldn't see me introduce my enemy to this. Couldn't see it.
And why is that?
It's not a way. You know what I'm saying? It's not a way to live. It's sad.
So the person that actually introduced you to, I guess, drugs, where are they at now?
Tell you where they're not at.
And where's that?
Not here. Not here.
Is that due to drugs?
Yeah. Sure. Their life expansion was shorter than mine. They gave up. Sad to say. They gave up because they didn't see themselves being strong enough to overcome this lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's sad. You know what I mean? They gave up too soon. They also didn't have the knowledge, which gave me more energy and more courage to try to give people the knowledge. You know what I mean? On where this path goes, what it's going to do for you.
What's keeping you here though? Knowing what you know, sounding the way you sound right now. What's really keeping you here?
Well, when you look at it and be real with it, or when I look at it and be real with it, it's not facing reality. It's not facing past trauma, issues, and situations. It's not working through. It's not working through life on life terms. Not accepting life to be on life terms. Smothering it, you know what I'm saying? Covering it. Because really, life is all feelings, you know what I mean? You just want to feel good. You don't want to see the negative. You don't want to deal with the negative. You don't want to deal with the trauma. You don't want to deal with the drama and everything that comes with it. So, what do? Make yourself feel good.
So, in your whole life, you haven't found the alternative to make yourself feel good versus this? Like,
I found alternatives. But when it all said and done, till you go back and face reality, till you face that trauma, till you face that hurt and pain, that realization of life on life terms, you don't move forward, you get stuck. That's more so less what it is, being stuck. Stop moving. You know what I mean? I keep moving the chair, but I'm not moving my life with the chair. You know what I mean? I'm moving it around in a circle, back and forth, back and forth. Go to the good. Oh yeah, great. And then when you start realizing all that comes with it, you want to face that. No, not today. So we slide back. We can go
Since
forward again.
since
Go back.
27, what's the longest you've been drug free? And what motivated that?
Um, Knowing that there was something better than, you know what I mean? Knowing that I was going down the wrong path, knowing that I had so much more to live for, knowing that people actually gave a fuck, they cared, they were there. You know what I mean? But in that same token, I also gotta come to the realization that people have lives. You know what I mean? Can't cater to my world. I gotta cater to my world before I can expect them to. But what does that really mean? You know what I mean? What does catering to my world really mean? I gotta face some things that I don't wanna face. Acknowledge some things I don't wanna acknowledge. See some things for what they're really worth. I have to trust and believe and trust that everyone's gonna be exactly who they show you they are. You know what I'm saying? I want to believe everybody's good or everyone's cares or everyone's there. It's not always true. You gotta look at it for face value. And I don't think that a lot of times I look at people or life for the face value that it is. I want to live and believe that it's just fantasy. That it's not. You know what I'm saying? Now I feel like that's I'm lying to myself. Smothering the facts. Sugarcoating the shit.
Where do you see yourself a year from now?
Yeah. The plan is back to realization. You know what I mean? Go back to life on life terms. You know, taking baby steps.
If you could bounce right now, like literally, if somebody would pull up right now and tell you hop in a whip and take you somewhere where you could get some help, would you be willing to leave?
I wouldn't. It's living life on life terms. It's facing the facts. It's facing realization. It's not like I haven't been there before. Not like I haven't done it before.
So with that being said, if somebody wanted to reach out and offer you some type of help, how could they do that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to really answer that question without, like, I don't know. I have answers, I guess. You call me, you pull up, but like being real with myself, being real with that question. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest.
Going back to your 27-year-old self, the day you decided to use drugs, what could you have told yourself or someone have told you to make you never use drugs a day in your life?
What? Excuse me. It's not as bad as I thought it was. You know what I mean? It would be okay. You know what I'm saying? That relationship, that friendship, that loss is not as deep as I'm taking it. You know what I mean? It gets better if I make it better. Though. I have to put in the work to get it better.
That's dope. If you could tell someone something right now to motivate them to be the best them they could be, what is it you would tell them?
Be honest with yourself. Be real with yourself. acknowledge right is right, wrong is wrong, up is down, down is up. Like what you have to do and what you want to do are not the same. At the end of the day, to continue to live, you have to go through the pain. You have to go through the struggle to get to the other side of success. You know what I'm saying? You can go through the process without pain. But you can't go through pain without it being a process.
I like that. So with that being said, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your honesty. And most importantly, I want to thank you for your story. We're praying for you, family. Thank you
Thank
again.
you.